everyone, welcome to Working On It. I'm Dr. A and I'm a clinical psychologist aiming to make your life just a bit more manageable. Remember, the tools and the tidbits that you pick up on this channel are purely educational. They can't replace therapy, but with some practice, they can help you along in your daily life. So let's get started. Today, we'll be working on how to not suffer. Now, you might be looking at me a little side-eyed, like thinking, suffering's just a regular part of life. Sort of. That once in a while we can avoid suffering, but most of the time, 99.999% of the time, we can avoid suffering. It is pain that we can't avoid. Now, pain can be physical, like stubbing a toe or getting a paper cut or contracting an illness, or it can be emotional, missing an opportunity that you had, or heartache or loss. That's pain, and we can't avoid that. That's true. But suffering is the negative and judgmental story that we tell ourselves about the pain. So pain we can't avoid, but suffering not only can we avoid, but we do it to ourselves. It lasts longer, it's more intensive an experience, and when we suffer, again, tell ourselves these stories, we actually make pain the center of our world. What does suffering look like? Well, it looks like, I can't believe this happened to me. Why did this happen to me? I'm never going to feel better. It's always going to be like this. That we can avoid. So what do you do to not suffer? Well, the first thing that I always teach you is awareness, self-awareness of when you're doing it. This is, in a weird way, the hardest part. It's hard to catch yourself because so many of these things are such habits that we've formed and it's so automatic. So the first part is I want you to catch when you're going down the rabbit hole about your pain, about your hurt. And when you catch it, I want you to label it, to say, no, thank you. This is that thing my mind does when I'm hurt. No, I'm not going down that rabbit hole. I'm going to do something else. So if you can catch it and label it, first of all, it gives you a little bit of distance between you and that pain. Second of all, you're not making yourself suffer. And then when you catch it and label it, do something else. Redirect your attention. So this could be breathing or some of the soothing exercises that I've taught you in other videos. This could be just putting on sneakers and taking a walk around the block, listening to a podcast, or this could be good old distraction. I like to watch YouTube bloopers, movie bloopers, show bloopers. It distracts me and makes me laugh, and it makes me leave whatever tough place I'm in mentally or emotionally. So think about what those distractions might be for you. So we notice when we're starting to go down that rabbit hole of suffering and keeping the pain the center of our world, the center of our lives. We notice it, we label it, say, no, thank you, mind, no, and do something else. And that way, you will be able to not tack on the suffering to the pain that you already feel. I post videos every Tuesday and Friday. In the next video, we'll be working on an anger management exercise for kids. I've taught them how to soothe themselves, how to deal with it, and this anger management or frustration management exercise will just be a little reminder for them, a little way to think about letting it go. So we'll do that in the next exercise. Come back and see me then. In the meantime, practice. The tools that we learn and mull over together mean so much more when you can actually put it to use. And let me know in the comments if you have noticed after learning this a difference between pain and suffering, and if you've been able to separate the two. Let me know. Please subscribe, please hit the notification bell. That way you'll be alerted when new content becomes available so that we can continue to build on the foundation of tools that we already have, which is pretty thick at this point. So please subscribe and you'll be alerted for new content. You got this. See you next time.